Hello everyone, welcome back to Discworld. I'm Pete.
And I am Viv.
And here we are in the square. So we start off by reading the notices, obviously.
Wanted for arson, suspect approximately 3 tons, 200 feet long, scaly. Wanted dead, definitely dead. Reasonable reward.
Oh yeah, remember the dragon?
Counterwise wine tasting at Bear Huggers Wineries. Please bring bucket to winery the day before you arrive.
Yeah, remember that counterwise wine we just drank? The stuff that affects you backwards.
Lost. Small dog. Answers to the name of Gaspode. Talks too much. If found, keep.
That's a character from the books as well, but he'll actually show up later on, spoiler alert, so we can talk about him then.
Aha! Crocus gittus, or the common old garden boring old codger.
Let's see what the old timers have to add to things.
Is he one?
There's John Pertwee again.
What? One of them, no.
What? With a whip?
Yes. He's one of them.
Probably. He's wearing a hat.
Well, I'm not standing for it. Young man, are you one of them?
Are we one of them? It's a big question.
Look, I'm not exactly sure what you...
Yes or no?
Oh, all right. Yes, then.
Funny. He doesn't walk like one.
It's hard to tell in that dress.
Ah, I think I can see how this is going. It's a case of humorous misunderstanding, yes?
Sorry? What's that?
I'm not going to fall for it.
I shouldn't think so. In that dress.
You see, you're just taking perfectly ordinary remarks and trying to make some kind of joke out of them.
Oh, come on. There's not much to laugh at in our job.
I can see that.
We need a bit of fun.
This might not be much, but it's better than being up to your knees in blood.
What are your jobs?
Oh, we're heroes, mate.
You? Don't make me laugh.
You just said we didn't.
I mean, you? Killing dragons?
Oh, we've killed dozens of them in our day. And if you think you're a hero too, you'll want to find the dragon. So off you go. No point wasting any time. You didn't see me wasting any time when I took out the dreaded Temple of Offla.
Yeah, sure not. Probably wouldn't have lived long enough.
One of them? Well, it depends who's asking.
Who? Why, it's us. The rootinest, tootinest, shootinest.
Hats and whips.
And gold.
Inside temples.
What? Missionaries?
No, the other ones. Nasty natives with spiders and snakes. Ugh, yuck. So you mark my words.
Look, I think you should probably all just start again.
You listen up, young fellow. We're all legendary heroes here. So keep your ears open and you might learn a thing or two. Incidentally, on a point of detail, we only root and shoot. We never toot. Well, hardly ever.
Do they ever play the flute?
Who knows?
Eh?
It's all depending on his destiny. I'm the kind of man that went out and made his own destiny.
What out of? Wood?
Come again?
Well, you carve a destiny, don't you?
Could be made of ivory.
Oh, can't get the elephants these days.
How's about iron? Then you could forge a mighty destiny. Too heavy. It has to be wood.
What?
There we are, young man. Your destiny should be made of wood. Don't go to the desert, though. It'll get termites, and then you'll have a holy destiny. Had to struggle a bit for that one, sorry.
There's a look of pure disgust on Viv's face at the moment, folks.
No, that wasn't a disgusted look. That was my thinky face.
No, certainly not. I've never been one of them.
He doesn't look like one of them.
He's wearing a dress. It's the best way to tell.
Ah, well, if you'll just excuse me, I think I hear destiny calling.
So that was an enlightening conversation.
The art of signposting is apparently long, long dead.
Here we
I'm
go.
sure I've seen him round the place before. I wonder if he was the one who tried to sell me shares in that left-handed shoelace factory.
Okay, remember we spoke to the chef earlier? He said if you want the worst sausage, try Dibbler's.
Yeah.
Well, guess who's here?
Oh, cool!
Dragon detector, sir.
And yes, that is Tony Robinson once again.
Hey, what?
Can I interest you in a dragon detector, sir? I'll only charge a cost price, a single shilling. I'm cutting my own throat.
A dragon detector? How does it work?
Easy as pie, sir. This rod has a piece of wood tied to the end. When you get close to a dragon, the wood turns to ash.
How close?
Very well, you caught me there, Governor. A slight design flaw. Tell you what, I'll halve the price. 2 shillings and it's yours. I'm cutting my own throat.
Hang on a minute. So yeah, Dibbler is basically the Discworld equivalent of Del Boy, but with even fewer scruples.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no. Let me guess. The lovable street merchant.
Cut my own throat, Dibbler, at your service, sir. Care to buy a dragon breath proof vest, sir?
Is it guaranteed?
It's never been destroyed by dragon's breath yet, sir.
Not necessarily a strong recommendation, though, is it? I mean, it's never been engulfed by lava or trampled by penguins either.
There you are, sir. 3 guarantees for the price of 1.
No, thank you.
Well, how's about dragon pinwheels, sir? Cloisson pins, flags, or we have dragon repellent. Only 1 shilling gets you a bottle. Tell you what, sir, I shouldn't be doing this. I'm cutting my own throat. Money back guarantee. You get your full cash back if, in fact, the dragon eats you. Personal application only, of course.
Not today, thank you. Not tomorrow either.
Day after?
Maybe.
What's that smell? It's like roasting loincloths.
Sausage in a bun, sir. Wholesome and nutritious. I'll tell you what, I'll sell 3 for the price of 1. A single penny. I'm cutting my own throat.
Nah, thank you.
Yeah, the old sausage in a bun, that's his trademark, for better and usually for worse. The worst.
Care to buy?
No.
But you never even heard my pitch.
I thought I'd save time.
We can go back and try it from the top if you'd like, sir.
That's
Oh,
not.
excuse me, I think there's someone calling me. What's this then? Psychiatrist?
Right, let's see what they think.
Shut up, sit down, no talking. If you're mad, you don't want to run around infecting everybody else.
This word you cannot stand. Tell me how it makes you feel. Yes. Yes, I see. A case of latent aggression, no doubt. Now, I want you to relax and tell me about your innermost feelings. When I say the word in question. That's it. Now, here we go. Monkey.
I wonder who he's talking to.
Yes, probably as good a place for him as any.
Oh, look, it's another troll.
Yibble, egg.
I'm sorry?
The eyes, the awful knowing eyes.
What's happened to you?
I couldn't take it. Thumping, not thumping, my brain's gone potty. Ah! Get them off me. They're all green.
There's Tony Robinson apparently having the time of his life.
Excuse me, I seem to be in the wrong conversation.
Willow.
Yes, look, let's not pursue that, shall we?
It's very delicate, you know.
How do you change voices like that?
Change it like what?
You did it just then.
It's called bucketing.
Channeling?
No, bucketing. It's like channeling, only it doesn't drain away afterwards. It all just sort of sloshes around in there and dribbles out at random.
The winter evenings must just fly by.
Yeah, okay, so the thing about trolls in Discworld is they're made of rock, their brains are made of silicon, so when they come to warm places like, say, Ankh-Morpork, the brains overheat, and yeah.
You wouldn't be a loony by any chance, would you?
My dear sir, I'm shocked, nay, hurt at the insinuation.
Eh?
I am a victim of circumstance, nothing more.
That and the fact that he's barking mad.
Now, look, the young, the dark, the crab-wise.
Oh, No.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard of Ankh-Morpork.
Yeah, that one doesn't scan as well, I don't think.
Who, me?
Removes stains while it disinfects, makes whites brighter than bright.
Look, I'm afraid I can't handle this right now.
Millennium Hand and Shrimp.
If you'll excuse me, I believe I'm needed somewhere else.
That Millennium Hand and Shrimp, that apparently was the result of Terry Pratchett translating a Chinese takeaway menu into a foreign language and then translating it back using the same engine.
Oh, cool.
So they came up with this garbled mess, Millennium Hand and Shrimp.
Oh, now let me guess. You're a patient here, aren't you?
Oh no, I'm just here for background colour. Here, chuk 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 chuk. Dark they were, and golden their eyes. The bells, the bells.
Ah, jolly good. Carry on. This seems like a good cue to cease this whole silly conversation.
Yeah, he's probably one of the smarter trolls.
Diploma, honours pass, cut me own throat, Dibbler's correspondence schools, psychiatrickery, grade 1. Well, at least local mental health is in good hands. Just tools of the trade, I suppose.
Can we get this yet?
No, I can't seem to do that.
Yeah, so we can't reach that just yet, so we need to wait for the queue to shift around a bit.
Vague, Trolls Weekly, Hovel Beautiful, Popular Siege Engineering. I hate waiting room magazines.
So anyway, there's that.
That's possibly the most heinous woman I've ever seen in my life. Stunning how they managed to find these people. Why is it everyone in this city has a decent desk but me?
Yeah, it's a tragedy, isn't it?
This goes up to the office, I presume.
Can we get up?
Shut up, sit down, no
Of course we
talking.
can't.
If you're mad, you don't want to run around infecting everybody else.
That's all we can do in
got
here
it.
for now.
Shut up, sit down, no. If you're
Oi.
mad,
Let me leave, please. Thank you.
It's a tomato, rotten to the core.
Sounds delicious.
Always the best kind.
Rotten produce. Well, there's something to be said for truth in advertising.
Yeah, at least they're up front.
Where are all these flies coming from?
Yeah, it's a good question. Let's investigate.
Dashing Dan, the effluent king. I thought all kings were affluent. Gad, it's a... What is that thing?
Yeah, that's a good question. What
A
is
bit,
that thing?
well, messy. Poultry power.
And who
An
could this fine
effluent
gentleman be?
redistribution technician. Good day.
Can I interest you in a free sample, sir?
Not on your Nelly. Lovely. Let me guess. You are a traditional...
Sorter and remover of human affluent, sir. I offer drainage with distinction. My school teacher said I'd never make anything of myself in life, and just look at me now. Got to the top by starting at the bottom.
And people certainly stand aside when you pass by.
I'm not sure if this is intentional, but there was a character showed up in books later on after this game was released. There's a character called Harry King, who is the self-styled King of the Golden River.
Right.
You have exactly one guess how he got that name.
I don't need to.
Maybe as he made his fortune by dealing with all the city's sewage. So,
Okay.
it's a tough job, but someone's got to do it, and there's
Yes.
money to be made, so... money where you can find it.
Yes.
What's that smell?
That's the honey pot, sir.
Honey pots? That doesn't smell like honey.
Well, actually, That's a metaphor, sir.
What's a metaphor?
Well, in this case, sir, it's for covering up some unpleasant aspects of life what don't normally make for polite conversation. For instance, if I say, "Here, sir, may I interest your son in an apprenticeship as a collector of honey buckets?" you might stop and listen. Whereas, if I asked you if you minded if your son helped me with collecting crap...
Yeah, well, quite. So, you're a sewerage collection man, is that it?
Well, we in the industry prefer the term...
Effluent redistribution technician. Quite. Look, all joking apart, what in Offler's name is this thing?
That, sir, that is your actual patented sewerage purification plant. Self-powered elastic belt propulsion. This thing heralds in a whole new age, sir.
The mind truly boggles. So, it purifies sewerage, does it?
That's right, sir.
Meaning it takes raw sewerage and then produces...
Well, pure sewerage, sir. The essence, as it were.
I see. Jolly good. I suppose I'll just leave you to it.
Always here whenever you need me, sir.
Right you are then.
So it produces pure shite, kind of like the government.
Should you really be doing this here?
That's just the sort of attitude I've come to expect from your kind. You'll see, one day you'll all laugh on the other side of your faces.
Look, I didn't mean anything.
No, fine. Obviously you object to my profession. I'm used to it, sir. Wish I could say it didn't hurt.
Oh, look, I'm sorry. I mean, I've always looked forward to a visit from the friendly neighbourhood...
Effluent redistribution technician, sir.
Effluent redistribution technician. Anyway, I always left out little presents. Glass of milk, bag cookies, that sort of thing.
You did, sir?
Nah, not really. Still, it gave you a warm all-over glow for a minute, though. Didn't it?
You're right there. Thanks.
Ah, don't mention it. Don't get horribly burned to death by any monsters or anything.
Yeah, it was nice to part on good terms, I think.
Nice strong rubber belt, that.
Aw, tired chickens.
Ick! That doesn't work.
Of course it doesn't work.
Ah, an exit. Always handy just to keep one around.
Oh yeah, you never know when you might need one.
Ah, background colour. Gad, but there's no expense spared in this place.
I'm sure this is in no way supposed to represent, what's his name? I forgot his name now. Dick Whittington or Oliver Twist or something, you know, the lovely little urchin.
Care to buy a money pouch, sir? Very good, Nick. Cost you 1 shilling.
No, I already have a money pouch, thank you.
Are you sure?
Stolen! The damn thing's been stolen!
Good thing I was at hand with a replacement then, innit, sir?
Wait a minute. This looks exactly like my money pouch.
You see, sir? You'll hardly even know your old pouch has gone. Better service for you.
Now look. Did you just steal this?
Don't look at me, sir. I'm just a lovable street urchin, I am.
Urchin?
Yeah, you know, one of them hard things that lives on seaside rocks. The ones that end in points.
It's a starfish, isn't it?
Is it? All right, sir. I'm a lovable street starfish, then.
Sounds a bit fishy to me.
I'm just keen to get you to shell out, Gov.
Badoom, and indeed, Tish.
Like a second pouch, sir, just as a reserve, so to speak, in case the worst should happen.
Look, if it's not too much to ask, how did you do that?
What? Give away a trade secret?
Tell me how you do it, or I'll turn your spleen into a tank of sea monkeys. Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
Oh, well, when you put it that way, Gov, look, it's easy. Just practice on those old guys over there and get your hand in.
Rumbled. Third time's a charm. So we've now got a pair of bloomers.
Oh, joy.
Small bloomers. About my size, actually. Sort of soft and silky. A strangely liberating thought.
Right, I'm not judging. And thanks to that, we also now have the pickpocket ability, which is...
handy if I want to pick a pocket or two.
Yes.
Let's see what our teacher thinks. And this is a nice one. His label's actually updated to lovable street starfish after the conversation.
Oh, that's cool.
You don't act like a simple street urchin.
Starfish.
More like a shark, I think.
I've done me apprenticeship, sir. I've got me chit. Look, I challenge you to find a single bit of clean skin on me.
So why aren't you more cheerful then? Shouldn't you be out scrumping apples or stealing sticks from blind old men?
Well, normally I would, sir. It's just that I'm a little bit off my feed.
Well, it's not good enough. You may go. Just make sure you stay filthy, and I want you to be irrepressible by lunchtime.
Times may change, but standards must remain.
Look, shouldn't you be in school or something?
Nah, if you do that, you get your head stuffed with facts. One kid's head exploded doing that.
Oh, rubbish.
It's true.
Really?
Well, no, but there's no point being a lovable stereotype without the appropriate superstitions, now is there?
Well, it's true, that happened. There was a film made about that. You ever see it? Scanners, it was called.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Is it a good life being a street urchin?
Starfish, sir?
All right. What's it like being a street starfish?
Well, it has its moments, sir.
Such as?
Well, none really. I only do it because the Chimney Sweep Guild's closed its doors. I mean, it's not even as if I have a real social role. All I do is stand round providing background colour, getting me cheeks pinched, and gathering all sorts of clandestine information, the sort that wandering adventurers eventually find useful. Not much of a life at all, really.
Kind of sad when you get right down to it.
Don't stand there. Go and get downwind of me.
Oh, that was brief.
Right, well, don't be a stranger. Cheers.
So this is...
Ah, now this clearly is a Hublander Amazon warrior. This is easily told by her costume, the set of her sword, the characteristic goblin leather accoutrements, the firm musculature, powerful, unbridled, straining against the taut fabric, mere textile scarcely able to contain the ripe, majestic swelling of her...
What are you staring at? What?
Yeah, so this is basically a Discworld parody of Red Sonja.
Okay.
Greetings, O noble warrioress!
Greetings, O pointy-hatted elf.
Eh?
It is I, Red Sorghum, chosen avatar of the goddess Mothra. I've come to Ankh-Morpork seeking adventure. I've sworn myself to the quest, and may give myself in marriage only to the man who can equal me in combat.
You what? Are you in much demand?
Well, yes, apparently. Under the terms of the Geese, I'm supposed to suffer no insult from any man, which unfortunately includes wolf whistles, lingering looks, and even passing thoughts of attraction, which would be all right, but they insist that I wear this get-up. Standard heroine issue. By the way, geese is an archaic word, meaning something like obligations. I really don't want to hear any more jokes about birds.
Inconvenient.
It's ever so cold.
So, do many people actually just want to try and marry you?
Oh yes, happens all the time. Well, I suppose I encourage it, really. I mean, it's been 10 years, and a girl has to settle down someday. They've been lining up in the taverns ever since I got here. I've been killing people non-stop since 10:30.
Ah, so, just tell me a bit with this one. In order to get engaged to you, they have to
match swords with me, yes.
to the death.
Yes.
Sounds dangerous.
Actually, it's more boring than dangerous. Well, at least from my point of view. Other girls get to debauch with barbarians, and all I get is two-way conversations with the gods.
Really?
Well, it's not as if Mothra, goddess of Stepland, storms and destroyer of cardboard cities, really has anything much to say. I mean, there's the occasional quest aspect of things, but more often than not it just means chopping up some mothballs or getting her a nice rug for tea. I suppose there is a lot of posing, and the chainmail bikinis are nice, but it doesn't fill up a Saturday night, if you know what I mean. You, do know what I mean, don't you?
Sure, I know what you mean.
Mothra even gave me this magic sword, said it was to keep me safe. Bitch. Every time I meet some halfway likable man, I have to kill him.
Well, can't you stop it?
Well, no, it's a magical curse, you see. For instance, if I even suspected that you found me attractive, I'd be forced to do something really totally unpleasant. Probably involving spleens.
Spleens?
It's an organ. Not sure what it does apart from ooze green.
Yeah, well, I quite understand. Good thing I don't fancy you then, eh?
I'm ever so pleased. Of course, I feel a lot more comfortable with you in a dress.
So yeah, pretty elaborate backstory for a character that doesn't really have much to do in the story.
So you're a hublander?
That's right. The icelands, snowfields, that kind of thing. Proud land for a proud people. Forge of destiny and so forth.
And, well, is that a hubland costume you're wearing?
Yes. Why?
Well, it just doesn't seem climatically appropriate. How does it stay up?
Pressure.
Pressure?
Everyone's eyes are always running all over it.
Yeah, it goes back to what the general kind of theme of Discworld, you know, it stays up because people believe it will stay up. Despite how much they want it not to.
So where are you from?
The Hublands.
Hublands?
At the middle of the disc. It's where all the barbarians live, but you don't see many of them about. They're all too shy.
Shy? Shy hordes?
Well, they get bad press, you see.
Well, only because they crash civilizations, burn cities, and have a thing for the lamentations of women.
They're just enthusiastic. Boyish high spirits.
Oh, I see. All that nailing people to doors and setting fire to them is just a way of letting off steam, yes?
Yes, they don't mean anything by it. It's just their way of saying hi.
Yeah, you know, just a bit of social intercourse. No, not that kind of social intercourse.
Are you looking at me lustfully?
Me? Madam, after a day like this? Not a chance.
Oh, well, that's all right. It's just that if you were looking at me in a lustful manner, as it were, then under Article 5 of the Warrior Maiden of Mothra's Code, I'd have to chop you up into little bits.
Good thing I'm not gawping at you then.
I'll say. So you mean you really don't find me attractive at all?
What? Attractive? Nah, I don't care a monkey's. Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
Why, yes, that does happen every time.
Goodbye. Alchemists Anonymous. Get rid of that banging habit. What's this then? Soliciting without a license? That doesn't work.
Oh, sure.
Good to see that the really useful social traditions forever remain in force.
Alright, so soliciting without a license. That's a tax collector in the stocks. Yeah, I think they may have misunderstood this.
Well, if you must have a tax collector, why not keep him where you can always find him?
It's a frame-up.
Pardon?
They can't do this to me. I'm the tax collector.
That explains it then.
This isn't funny. I can't believe this.
Maybe you should take stock of your situation.
Now listen.
Too bad. Now your reputation has gone to rack and ruin. Still, I suppose it's torture a lesson. Torture, get it? Not a good pun, but then, what is?
Everyone's a comedian. Except you, mister. Help!
What? You're the tax collector, aren't you? What are you doing in there?
Begging without a permit. I asked some old codger for money and he blew the whistle on me. Next thing you know, they got me in here. This is harassment in the course of duty, I'll tell you. Let me out of here! They can't do this to me. I'm the tax collector.
Ah, has someone collared your market?
Watch it.
Must be what they call a tax squeeze, innit? Oof, and do I think I'm up?
Very funny. I'll remember you, pencilhead. I've a perfect thingy. Begins with M. You know, I never forget.
Forget what?
Faces. My business relies on my memory for faces.
They must be your stock in trade.
So yeah, hurricane of stock puns there. So, like, think back to the olden days. What did we traditionally do with people in the stocks?
We threw stuff at them.
What specifically?
Rotten fruit and veg.
Exactly.
Ah, nice.
Catch.
Good holiday fun.
Yeah, so obviously now we need to go back and get another one.
Another rotten one.
Actually, it's more like a grub than a worm.
Okay, so we don't get a tomato that time, but at least we get a worm out of it.
It's always handy.
Actually,
Yeah, we've had that already. Right, moving onwards. Right, I think it's about time we started making some progress. So
Progress, you say?
let's head to the alley right next to the square.
Yeah.
try to walk over here. Oh, there's something up with this paving slab. What could this be? Oh! So a pretty simple way to get up on the rooftops then.
Yeah.
Chimneys. Ah, the march of technology is a fine thing.
That it is.
That doesn't work.
Oh, shut up.
A git with a broom.
It's a refreshingly direct description for this game.
Good morning, Jimmy. Fine day for it.
For what?
For whatever innocent folk like we can find to do up here on the rooftops.
Have you ever fallen down?
Oh, yes. Tons of times.
Well, if you don't want a repeat performance, try shutting up.
The day is coming when people like you have to look up to folk like me.
Probably easiest from the ground then.
What?
Looking up at you, I mean. Probably easiest when done from the ground. Actually, I think I might just get in as little looking up at you right now, in fact. I'll just go down to street level in a quiet, orderly fashion then, shall I? Yes, that will be the tower in the town square. I never did like post-dynastic architecture much.
Yeah, so you remember the square we just were?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the tower.
Oh.
That's in the square.
Right.
So if we come over here... Okay. I should also point out at this stage, unlike Broken Sword, this game kind of adheres to the LucasArts design philosophy, which means it's impossible to die at any point.
Oh, okay.
So this doesn't look particularly good, but don't worry, we're entirely safe.
A good example of post-dynastic Octobaroque. Oh dear, I think I'm going to be rather ill. Oh, it's got a knob on the end.
Cheeky.
Why is it that there's never a flag on any of these things?
Well, because if there is Rincewind, then that tends to generate quite a bit of controversy. Just ask the people of Belfast. Oh, hello.
A bit slippery, is it?
It's fine, I assure you.
Maybe you'd better just spit on your hands.
That's going to make it even slippier, isn't it?
It might be worth a try.
But then I'll slip and die.
Is that really so bad, philosophically speaking?
It is from where I stand, yes.
Death does have its positive aspects, you know. It's easy to do lying down. Also, have you ever considered the saving on food, rent, and clothes?
Are you saying that this is my appointed time to die?
Well, since you put it like that, no. But I thought, there he is. And I'm happening to be passing, you know. It's a kind of outreach policy.
If it's all the same, I'd rather wait.
Oh, if you insist. I'll see you later.
How much later?
Don't start reading any long books.
Wizards have the honour, albeit a dubious one, of being claimed personally by death. Not only that, but wizards can actually see and talk with death. Despite rumours to the contrary, he is not a cheery dinner companion.
That doesn't work.
That was needlessly brutal. So yeah, that's pretty much the one thing that distinguishes Rincewind as a wizard, is that he's able to talk to death.
Oh, okay.
Well, that and the hat, obviously.
Yeah.
It says wizard on it,
and
you know.
the dress.
And the dress. Yeah.
That's the palace. The patrician lives there. Down in the cellars, other people don't live for quite so long.
Ah, remember that ship we saw from Rincewind's bedroom?
Oh, I do wish that creature wouldn't keep looking over this way and licking its chops. That doesn't work.
Right, so we can't do anything just yet. But...
Oh dear. I don't think I should really have climbed up here. I don't have that much of a head for heights.
Right. It's a sturdy hat if it's sticking to his head.
Yeah.
Not to mention anti-gravitational dress. Sorry, we're just being attacked by the cat, folks.
She was being affectionate, but a little bit too affectionate with her claws.
Yeah, she does that.
Yeah.
Right, so now let's examine the rest of this place.
Assassin training track. Well, I suppose they have to be taught somewhere.
Yeah, so remember that fella in black that came through here earlier? Assassin doing his training.
Let's keep track of that.
And there's a ladder here, but across between the two buildings. So you may recall he jumped across from here onto the ladder and then bounced away. So what will happen if we take the ladder away?
Oh, okay. Oh.
Exit stage left.
It's a rather indirect way down, but still. Okay, so what happens now?
From the Assassin's Guild, I presume.
I can't imagine what gave you that idea.
Did you get the number of that donkey cart?
Right. Okay, so we've had a look up at rooftop level. Now you recall one of the ingredients we need to get was dragon's breath.
Yes.
And we have a place where we can see the dragon from, so...
Oh, cool.
Do we have anything we could use to collect a sample of breath, do we think?
There should be some kind of receptacle. That's really difficult. Not one of the tankards, no?
Nope.
The frog?
No, not the frog.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Just thinking.
No.
No.
Oh, trust me, if you think the logic is bad now, just wait. It's the mirror.
Of course it is.
Oh, you know the old breathing
Oh,
on
the
the
steam
mirror?
on the mirror.
That doesn't...
Okay.
Yeah. So we can't bring the luggage up with us, so we put the mirror into Rincewind's inventory and head back up again. Yeah, whenever you're ready there, Rincewind. And back to the tower. There is one kind of hint about the solution to this puzzle. Remember when we talked to the Arch-Chancellor earlier about dragons, he mentioned that's scaly and vain. So, scaly, vain, and likes shiny objects. Yeah, that's what this game considers a tip.
Okay. Interesting.
A nice big shiny mirror, that.
So to see if we can catch the dragon's eye.
Oh!
Ooh, magnificent. Now get out there and slay them.
Oh.
There you go, so now we have the dragon's breath as well. Where's the dragon gone? Who knows?
He's off to slay something, I mean, you know.
Well, clearly.
You know, dragons. They love a bit of slaying.
Okay, so back down street level. Let's explore the rest of the alley. Nope, not that one. This one.
Thomas Silverfish, alchemist extraordinaire.
Thomas Silverfish is a major character in
It's the
Moving
door,
Pictures.
the door to the alchemist's shop.
That's
Well,
what-
I never.
That's the book Moving Pictures in the Discworld series, not just movies in general.
Yeah.
So here he is, the
By the cut of
alchemist.
his jib, I'd say the man's an alchemist. Well, either that or a professional jib cutter.
Eureka! I found it. Finally, it works. My octocellulose has been perfected.
What works?
Nothing. Nothing works at all.
Oh, go on, you were saying something right now.
No, I wasn't.
I think that's
It was
John
all about
Pertwee again.
octo something.
Shh! Not so loud. All right, but wizard's oath on this. You have to swear to keep all this a secret.
Oh, all right.
Well,
Well, what?
well, Let's hear it then.
It's a secret oath.
I promise I won't listen.
No, that's no good. Tell you what, I'll have to say it in mime.
Well, you can't say further than that. Anyway, here before you, you see a new age in entertainment. With my new octocellulose, I'll revolutionize the world. Think of it. Pictures that move.
Eh?
My fortune is made. Moving pictures will soon be the talk of the age.
You've been standing too close to the boiling mercury again, haven't you?
Every true genius has his vice. It helps us to get ahead.
Putting your head in a vice is the best idea you've had all day. Moving pictures, how does it work?
Well, the strips of octocellulose are transparent. When you paint on them and shine light through from behind, it projects a picture onto a wall. You just run the strip through a box filled with gears and springs.
It's a bit noisy.
Ah, the clicking noise is all part of the atmosphere.
What paints the pictures?
There's an imp inside this box. All I do is open up the window and the imp makes the pictures. He paints the frames as fast as I can wind the strips past him.
An imp, eh? Anyway, what are you going to call this new system?
I'm not sure.
Well, it's easy enough. What is their most unique characteristic?
They're moving pictures that click.
Well, there you go. Call them that.
Of course. Clickies. Thank you.
Clickies?
So yeah, that's kind of another running gag of the Discworld series. They have like real world advances in technology, but filtered through the cynicism of standard Old English fantasy things.
Okay.
So yeah, moving pictures. Yeah, it'll never catch on.
I could watch that for hours. Strange. Lots of little pictures, and there's little holes in the sides.
So there's the octocellulose he's talking about.
What's in here then? Looks like cooking oil. There are some things best left unknown.
Ooh, ominous.
That looks a bit hot. Someone should do something about that.
Okay, now remember he mentioned that the
Looks like a little home for a very little creature.
The camera's powered by an imp. Now, one of the ingredients for the dragon device was a miniature creature of excitable chitters.
Cable release. I wonder what it releases.
Hello?
Maybe it's a little home.
Well, we've opened it now, so... And here's the first of the Pixel Hunt puzzles. There's an imp just now available here.
Funny little blighter.
Leave the imp alone.
Voice dubbed over by someone else there, I think. I think I was Rob Brydon doing a German accent. Okay, so we can't get the imp yet, but we do have a sample of Dragon's Breath. So, you know, progress. But there's one final detour before we take that back to the Arch-Chancellor. You know, to make up for not getting any of the items last time.
Yeah.
How about we get two at once?
Okay, let's do
Nice
it.
job that, sitting down all day.
Alms, sir. Alms for the poor.
Hang on.
Yep.
But I'm already poor.
Well, you've got a pointy hat.
That's not wealth, that's status.
Oh, well, spare some status for the poor, Governor.
I think you've got that wrong.
How do you mean wrong? It's a simple request transaction. I underline a need and hope that you, in your wisdom, will provide.
It's not a question of that, it's a question of practicality. Status, by its very nature, is ineffable. As a quality, it is essentially non-transferable.
So are you going to give me status or aren't you?
I can't just give you status, you have to earn it.
For instance?
Reach the top of your profession. Become the most famous beggar in the city. Get some real diseases.
Well, I'll try. Business is just down a bit. What can I do about it?
You need a more dominating image, something to demand sympathy. Otherwise, heartless people like me are just going to keep on passing you by.
It's a thought, you know. Yes. Many thanks.
So throughout the game, he goes on his own little quest to get his status upgrade that he wants. So
Right,
much.
okay.
So keep an eye on this one.
Arms? No thanks, I'm trying to give them up. Why should I give you money?
Well, it's your traditional medieval street transaction, isn't it, Gov? It's an expected part of your fantasy environment.
You're saying that you're just here to add a little bit of colour?
Authenticity, Gov. Authenticity.
Well, wouldn't it be better if you actually looked the part? I mean, just look at you.
Why? What do you mean? What's wrong with it?
Well, it's pathetic. I mean, a beggar, by definition, has to be pitiable, doesn't he? I mean, why should someone give him money if he's as hale and hearty as any other geezer on the street?
Oh yeah. I think I see what you mean, sir.
Right, well, carry on.
Good advice there.
What? Me pay you?
Oh, go on.
Why?
Why what?
Why should I give you money when you're no worse off than anybody else?
Well, business is bad, but what can I do about it?
Have you thought about improving your image?
Improve my image? How?
Well, make yourself more presentable. Show some self-respect.
What, spend money on clothes and stuff?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, give us 30 shillings until payday then.
But you're a beggar. You don't get paid.
My point exactly.
Well, it's hard to argue.
Right, you are then.
Quite.
Yes, and ooh, look, he's displaying a sort of machine. A sort of... with clamps and drill bits. Oh, dear. Ah, now this will be the barber's shop.
Okay, where's the quartet?
Diploma from the Academy of Barbering, Bloodletting, Leechery, Tooth-Pulling and Associated Self-Mutilations Academy.
He has been busy.
Our first customer. I wonder if he was the last. Extractors, drills, needles. Look, let's not go into this too deeply, okay?
Get away from that!
Yes. Still fails to create that relaxing atmosphere, though. That doesn't work.
Yeah, well, maybe you might relax if you got over your that doesn't work idea and then just try to sit on it, Rincewind, honestly.
What deep pockets he has.
I wonder if that'll be important later.
I think the medical and hair care professions still have a long way to go. Hello there.
Oh, hello.
I suppose it's quite a sensuous sort of job then, playing with women's hair all day.
Oh, not really. Not with the type of women we get in here. No silken locks, no golden magic drifting beneath my scissors. Nothing like my wondrous little milkmaid.
Well, we've seen her on the site Psygnosis, remember? There was a rather camp Rob Brydon there doing the voice.
I wonder why she smells of brimstone. Ah, yes, all right. Hello.
Young man, you will have the honor of first witnessing my new ensemble. I shall now set a trend that will rock the fashion world.
Curly hair, suit yourself.
What?
Suit yourself, I mean, it might not be your style.
And what would you know about it? I never take fashion advice from a man wearing a dress.
So, we've got a hair ruler up here.
Well, at least I suppose it's a hair roller.
Leave that hair roller alone.
Oh, go away.
Is that a curler in your hair?
Impudent wretch, of course it is.
Just asking. So, it's definitely a roller then?
What?
In your hair. A hair roller.
Well, of course it is. If it wasn't a roller, then why would it be there?
You wouldn't...
Wouldn't what?
You wouldn't say it's a bit unusual at all?
Good heavens, no.
Right, you are then. Oh, so you're having your hair set in a traditional style?
Traditional?
With rollers and curls? Oh, yes, it should look very quaint.
Quaint?
Well, a busy woman like yourself can't always be expected to keep up with the new trends.
What? Don't be absurd. Barber, I shall have my hair set straight.
A very wise choice, madam.
So the barber's taken the curler out and it's now...
There's a hair roller in there.
In the pocket, and for some reason Eric Idle didn't voice that
There's
line.
a hair roller in there.
Weird.
For a couple of lines, I don't know, it's weird, for a couple of lines he's replaced by Rob Brydon doing a very bad Eric Idle impression.
Yeah.
Which is weird, because Rob Brydon's normally really good at impressions.
He is actually, yeah.
You ever hear his Ronnie Corbett?
Yeah.
It's really good. But anyway, so the hair roller is now in the pocket, and you remember one of the ingredients we need is a spiral of never failing induction.
Oh, okay.
And we have the pickpocket ability.
Yes, so he's gonna pick that deep pocket.
Oh, what are you doing? Get out of my pocket!
Okay, we have to distract him first. Thankfully, that's pretty easy.
Hello there. I suppose it's...
Oh, no,
Yes,
sir,
we
nothing
sorted
like my wondrous little milkmaid.
There we go, so now he's in a world of his own. So, just a quick grab. There we go.
I've never seen a metal hair roller before. Dragon's breath? Look.
Yes, now we have the spiral and the dragon breath.
Cool.
There are 2 for the price of 1. Right, time to get these back to the Arch-Chancellor. Yeah, we can explore the rest of the street later. Oh, and just while we're on the subject of Unseen University, yes, it is a school for wizards, and if anyone makes any Harry Potter reference in the comics, they will be banned. It's weird, because this predates Harry Potter by about 15 years, the series, and yet Unseen University feels like a point-for-point parody of Hogwarts. So, yeah, old Terry Pratchett was ahead of his time there.
Oh, yeah.
That's good, but off with you. There's still more work to be done. That's good, but off with you. There's still more work to be done.
Well, thank you. Oh, and there's one pun I missed out on last time.
There's work to be done. No time for idle chatter.
Well, sorry. As if I can help who supplies my voice. Say more.
Yeah, clever, eh?
Very clever.
There we go. Okay, so we made up for lost time from the previous episode, so yeah, I think we'll call to a close there and continue our hunt for the... continue our exploring Ankh-Morpork and continue the hunt for the rest of the ingredients next time as well, so... Until then, say goodnight, Viv.
Good night, Viv.
Night, everybody.